Hello my brothers. Today I will return to familiar topics that I did a lot before, creepypasta and battle. More precisely, the video combines both of these two topics. Slenderman vs Siren Head, who would win? I'm Dominic. As usual, we will analyze their abilities first.
Siren Head. Powers and ability. Mimicry. Siren Head has the ability to release sounds of news broadcasts, human conversation, sirens, and screams. When mimicking a human, a distinctive distortion in the voices is always present, due to the sounds being played through sirens instead of vocal cords or other organic means of creating noise. One report claims that Siren Head was able to kill a group of people by mimicking their friend's voice. Another post caption suggests Siren Head can use its broadcast to block out the cries of its victim. The latest sighting shows a 5-headed Siren Head using its loud sounds to possibly kill off many people, as they were found with burst eardrums and soft tissues. Strength. It is believed that Siren Head is extremely powerful due to its size. Siren Head is able to break down trees or various heavy objects at will. Speed. In one sighting of Siren Head, a couple reported that Siren Head can be incredibly agile. The couple were driving home until they saw the graveyard. They ended up checking out the grave, where they saw Siren Head. According to the story, Siren Head started running towards them at an extremely rapid pace. Stealth. Some say that Siren Head is a stronger moving relative of trees, which is the reason why Siren Head can blend inside of a forest or behind a tree. It can stay motionless for days at a time to blend in with its surroundings, with Trevor mentioning on his Tumblr that Siren Head can cling to ceilings, sometimes to make its body blend in with the wires and look like a PA system, stating that he might have used this tactic to take several people in Detroit. Trevor also mentioned that Siren Head makes no sound while moving, saying it can be almost completely silent, with yet another part saying it was able to move when someone's back was turned without the person knowing. Transformation. Siren Head appears to be a shapeshifter, being able to transform its head into functioning sirens and street lights. Trevor mentioned on his Tumblr that Siren Head once possibly disguised itself as a piece of home furnishing or pies in the wars to kidnap a family of 4. It was able to somehow take them from their home in its new form or lure them from without having to enter, as the only sign of their disappearance was the only backyard patio door. The latest sighting shows a multiple-headed variation, which could either be a subspecies or the same Siren Head creating more sirens to kill off many more people. In some cases, Siren Head might also remove an individual's organs. Trevor responds to an ask on Twitter also states that it is possible that Siren Head consistently changes, or that its appearance could somehow be incomprehensible to humans, so our eyes see the closest approximation to its actual appearance. However, Trevor has left both interpretations open and has not confirmed either. Disguise. One of Siren Head's most unique traits is the ability to disguise itself as different pieces of urban detritus. Combined with its ability to change its body, it can be surprisingly effective in disguising itself as things such as telephone poles and lamp posts. Trevor has said that Siren Head can pop in its limb towards its body, extend its midsection, and even cover its arms with wires to disguise itself as a telephone pole, remaining motionless for days to do the trick. Slenderman. Abilities. Slender walking. One of Slenderman's most infamous of abilities, slender walking, is an ability of the Slenderman that allows him to appear and disappear at will, granting him his omnipresent-like movement, allow him to teleport from one point to another virtually anywhere instantly and often without any physical indication of the teleportation. Camouflage. The ability of Slender Man to disguise itself is one of his more important traits. The most well-known camouflage is that of the contemporary suit-wearing Slender Man. In some pictures of Slender Man in a forest, he can easily blend in with the trees in the background, sometimes using his tentacles like branches. Mind control. The people that were controlled by the Slender Man were called proxies. As most series state, proxies work on behalf of Slender Man, who controls their thoughts and feelings, and through that their actions. Proxies may still have partial free will and may or may not know that they are being controlled. They are used to interact with other victims, set traps, or give information to the victim on behalf of Slender Man. It is debated as to the full independence of proxies, and some suggest that when under his control, proxies act as a collective hive mind. Impersonation. Rarely seen in the contemporary mythos, early mythos accounts show Slender Man's ability to impersonate or mimic the voice and tone of a person in order to get to a victim. The most common use is voice mimicking, for the purpose of luring a dryad or victim out of a safe area. He is also able to produce the sound of a dryad's giggle, perhaps to draw another dryad in. Tentacles. Another of his famous abilities, Slender Man's human-like appearance often disintegrates upon the appearance of his tentacles or limbs. Slender Man's tentacles number into the tens regularly, and it is unknown how many he can spawn, usually from his back or shoulders, though he most commonly spawns about 6. The tentacles themselves are used primarily for reaching, grabbing, or overtaking obstacles and have been shown to be rather powerful. Selective visibility. One of the enduring traits of the Slender Man is selective visibility. The Slender Man potentially has the ability to choose who sees him and when, in many cases. For instance, he can allow only one person to see him or only the prey, but not anyone else who would be looking at the same place. Often, young children can see it when adults cannot. And it is commonly agreed that even when humans cannot detect it, he can be seen by cameras, both digital and pre-digital, although there is often distortion when captured digitally. Pyrokinesis. In the original mythos, almost all Slender visitations are accompanied by fire. He may be able to use pyrokinesis, which is the ability to move or control fire with one's mind. Often, the fire kills witnesses or destroys evidence of its existence. Photography of the fires often show the Slender Man in or around the fire. Telekinesis. Slender Man possibly possesses the ability to move objects with his mind. Mutilation. A common early trait of the Slender Man was that of body mutilation. Exactly how he was able to cut open a person or animal's body is unknown, but it may have likely been the use of his bare hands. His fingers are often long and bony with a sharp-looking tip. It is possible that the tips of his fingers were sharp enough to make incisions into soft flesh. The sickness. In several series, characters in contact with or in some form of relationship with the Slender Man may come under sickness. The sickness causes coughing, bleeding from the mouth, nose, or eyes, vomiting, disorientation, potential blackouts, and potentially fevers. Weather day control. Slender Man not only is able to control the weather, but is also able to accelerate the day and night cycle to a selected time of a day. Telepathy. Slender Man's presence causes several negative effects on the minds of his victims, including inhibiting memory loss while also adding memory, altering sense and perception of a person's environment, influencing a person's personality in a very negative way, such as causing a great deal of paranoia, nightmares, and hallucinations. Pain reduction. It is believed that Slender Man can reduce the pain in a human to prolong death. Slender sense. Despite lacking facial features, Slender Man can sense when his victims are near at all times. Additionally, this trait may also be inherited by his proxies. The battle analysis. It is obvious that Slender Man is superior because of his incredible abilities. Saturn Head also has super strength, speed, and the ability to attack with sound. However, these aren't powerful enough to hurt Slender Man. Slender not only has super power, super speed, and teleportation, but also has stronger psychic power compared to Siren Head. With teleportation as well as sharp senses, Siren Head was very difficult to hit Slender Man. Even if Siren Head can hit him, Slender's endurance and healing factor left him with no problems. Slender can use fire, tentacles, telekinesis, and telepathy to attack Siren Head. Furthermore, Slender has a powerful proxy team to assist in combat. In short, the victory will most likely belong to Slender Man. Although Siren Head is also very strong and extremely popular, it still cannot be compared to Slender Man. This is the end of my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye and see you in my next video.